Hello, I'm Tim Beggins, president of Elk Trading Company. In this, the midweek natural gas report, natural gas prices for the spot January contract here on barchart.com are down. Currently, we're trading at 427.90, down 12.9 cents or a little below 3%. And as you can see here, we are just about going sideways on the RSI. What's going on? Well, we've got a holiday tomorrow for Christmas. Friday is option expiration and Monday is futures expiration, along with a natural gas storage report from the EIA. Early estimates from Celsius Energy, minus 171, before we get a couple warm reports. So right now, very muddied, high volatility, low volume. So we've got to be very careful. We're in for a choppy few days. What else is going on for that option expiration? Well, let's take a look at the open interest. This is from the CMEgroup.com, and as you can see, we've got a cluster of call options here at the $4 strike, obviously, but also again here at 4.25, 4.30. So where are we chopping around today? Right around 4.25, 4.30. So let's take a look at the hourly chart to give us some idea of where support and resistance will be. As you can see, the daily pivot comes in at 426.70. We're currently just a little bit above that right now. Our resistance, well, we couldn't break through, 459 to the upside. We got as high as 459.30. So 3 ticks above it. Our secondary support at 408.40. So it's very wide pivots today. Our RSI has turned down. It is trying to go sideways at the moment. So we'll see if we just simply chop between 4.25, 4.30 as the open interest seems to dictate. Let's take a look at the front to back spreads. And this is the Jan 27 versus the April 26 contract. And as you can see, we came very, very close to that 155.60 resistance. We got as high as 154.60. So just 1 penny away before coming back down. And as you can see right now, we're heading back toward that first potential resistance now support at 139.5. Let's look at the April through October strip. It's the all 7 months of the injection season. And here's the volume profile along with it. As you can see, it's indicating that we've got large amount of support around that 360 level. And that's where we're chopping around currently right now. We're currently trading at 358.5. Let's take a look at the weather. And this is the big story why yesterday we jumped so high. Right around the first, here's the United States. And as you can see, this is the wind chill factor. This is the European model. And as you can see, minus 22 for Chicago. New York will be around 24 positive, but then Atlanta, 26. So that's our big area for space heating fuel for natural gas demand. So we've got a big wave coming, and it looks like we're going to get another wave a little bit later on. As you can see, if you move the model a little further, around the 7th, you can see there's another big push, this time coming in from the west. So what else is going on in Europe? Well, around the same time for the first, we've got some colder weather all the way through Russia, Eastern Europe, and parts of Southern Europe, including Greece and other areas around Hungary and Austria, and of course, Turkey. So we've got colder weather in the US around the first, colder weather in Europe. What about Asia? Well, it's not quite as cold, but it looks like it's coming in a little later in the picture. As you can see here, it looks like it's a few days delayed. This cold Siberian air is pushing in. That will give some good demand for LNG for China, the Koreas, and Japan. And let's look at the snow and ice cover. As you can see, the Hudson Bay is now completely covered up on the northern approaches. So the rest of the bay is filling up quickly with ice, which means that cold Arctic air will now be able to skate right across that body of water and head directly to the Great Lakes, Mid-Atlantic, and New England states. What else doesn't factor in the colder weather? Snow. We're looking at windy.com here. This is the snow cover across much of Canada, including the US Rockies, New England, and parts of the upper Midwest. So what else can we see from this? Well, we can look on this particular one here for temperature, and we can push out a little further. And as you can see, that's that cold or, Siberian air now pushing south toward Japan and pushing over to the west toward Eastern Europe. And our turn will also be coming. So we may have the trifecta of cold air across the northern hemisphere of the United States, Europe, and of course, Asia. How about the US nuclear fleet? Well, it's doing very, very well. It is currently now just down to 2 gigawatts that are out at this time, 1.9 gigawatts, and it's doing very, very well. We just have Palisades that's out, and we've got Surrey, half of that is out as well. So the nuclear fleet ready for winter. What about our stocks? These are the oil and gas E&P sector, stocks between $2 and $10 billion and have a high short float. And as you can see, the 1 week performance here is a sea of red and green, mostly green for the natural gas stocks, CRK, BKV. CNX is a laggard here, down 3% for the week, and the red is all for the oil sector. And here's our recap right now. Currently, natural gas prices for January contract, 429.5 down 11.2 cents or 2.54%. Remember, tomorrow is an exchange holiday. Friday, full session, option expiration. Monday, futures expiration, plus a storage report. So, ho, 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 Santa's going to bring plenty of volatility for all you young boys and girls. All right, let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for listening. We'll see you soon.